First, think big and imagine. That message for a group of graduates in Virginia Beach came from the second most powerful man in the nation. And 10 on your side's Andy Fox was with Vice President Joe Biden today. Andy?
And I was with him when he was in town on April 3rd at Maury High School. He's been here twice since April 3rd. He came here, he said, meeting challenges head on has been the journey of America. That these students that are graduating today are ahead of the curve and ready for the challenge.
Mr. Joe Biden.
The Vice President's message was think big and imagine how social media is changing the world, leading to the Middle East revolutions.
Began when a lowly fruit vendor set himself ablaze to protest a corrupt government, igniting a confrontation magnified by social media that literally set off a revolution.
Mr. Biden spent the top of his speech recognizing the military.
The finest generation of warriors in the history of not only the United States, but the history of the world. So thank you all who have served.
The Vice President reminded the graduates the notion isolation is obsolete. It is their responsibility to use the tools of emerging technology wisely.
Values that you have learned here, the values of tolerance, respect, understanding.
He referred to the presidential campaign and critics who hit the Obama-Biden administration.
That America's future is not as bright as its past. Well, I'm here to tell you don't believe it for a moment.
Do believe it was the message from these Republican protesters outside the convention center who think Obama and Biden have failed on jobs and the economy.
Joe Biden usually has a reputation of talking straight and talking a lot. He wasn't straight with the high school grads today. He wasn't straight that this economy is not doing fine.
Tallwood High School graduates just appreciative of the showing by America's #2.
Sheer intensity of it and the message behind it and how our generation's is just gonna power through and we're just gonna take over.
And there was just a lot of enthusiasm as the students were leaving the speech. Again, it was vintage Biden, Tom. It was powerful, it was loud, and it was read off of a teleprompter, but it was said with a great deal of sincerity from those that I spoke to, that he really was delivering a message that he really believes in, and that this is the next generation, the smartest generation, to take America forward. That's what we heard today. Vintage Joe Biden all the way. Tom, back to you.